Good morning, everybody. Happy day after Christmas. It's good to see you. It is Tuesday, not Monday, but this is the beginning of my week here. And so we're going to talk about what's going on in the studio this week. Normally, this video happens on Monday, but yesterday was Christmas. Hope you guys had a great one. I'm happy to be back. Actually, this is one of my favorite times of the year between Christmas and New Year's because even though we don't have a lot of programming going on, which you'll see in the video, we'll talk about that. We do have a lot going on behind the scenes. This is when we do a, a like a boatload of planning, goal setting, planning, team building, that kind of stuff happens in this week. So we'll try to give you sneak peeks on Instagram stories, Facebook stories. Make sure you're dialed into those if you kind of want to see what's going on behind the scenes. So, all right. So first things first, just in our kind of intro notes, I want to make sure everybody knows there's no regular classes this week. So don't come at your normal class time. Just don't come. We're going to break down each and every one of these classes. And for some of you, there are opportunities to come to the studio to get your fourth class in, but nobody comes at their normal class time. So if you're normally a Thursday, 6 p.m. class, don't come. The doors will be locked. There'll be a sign on the door. So make sure that you understand that. It makes me sad when people waste a trip up here. So no regular classes this week. And we'll talk about why. You ready? So preschool classes. Again, no regular classes this week. This is a 3-time-a-month class. So you've already had your 3 classes in December. We were able to get them all in before Christmas. I like when that works out that way because it's just such a crazy scheduling time of year, and then we end up with a million makeups if we can't. So it's really nice to be able to do it this way. Everyone's already got all their December classes in. We got all your December projects in. Our regular classes for preschool resume January 8th, and that's a new registration. So make sure that you're signed up to join us. January 8th is a Monday. So when you look later in this video, it'll say our regular studio schedule resumes January 4th, which is a Thursday. But if you're in like a preschool class, because those are only 3-time-a-month classes, there's always at least one off day a month. And we went ahead and took that at the beginning of the month this time instead of at the end of the month, just to give us a longer winter break, right? If you have questions about that, you can always reach out to me and I'm happy to show you how the schedule breaks down. But the best place to actually look is going to be in the Sawyer registration. These are not random days that we just select to take off, and you just never know when one's coming. They're all figured out before we even launch the classes. So when you go to that class listing to enroll, there is a calendar icon that you can click on, and before you even sign up for the class, or even after you sign up for the class, you can see the off dates and the on dates for that class. All right. Those are then populated into your Sawyer account. So you can take a look at your Sawyer account and see when your classes are meeting. You can then export those dates to your iCalendar or your Google Calendar if you'd like, whatever works best for you. So if you need help finding your class calendar, the best place to go is going to be that For Current Students webpage, which you can find in the footer of every Orange Easel page, or trying to think. I've posted anywhere else lately. I don't think I have. But if you reach out to me, I'll send you that link. And then I've also got screenshots on how to get your calendar, like how to find it inside your Sawyer system. I have both mobile and desktop screenshots. So hopefully that helps everybody. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. Again, make sure you're signed up for January. It is a brand new sign up. Multimedia classes. So there are no multimedia classes this week at your regular class time. Now, this is a 4-time-a-month class. So we met 3 times in the month of December, and now we have to meet a 4th time. And that's when this next week happens. Rather than meeting during our regular class times, we went ahead and made open studio times that are happening tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the 27th, and Thursday, the 28th. Both studios are running these. They happen in the middle of the day from 11 to 3. You don't stay the whole time. You're going to sign up for your hour of open studio. So we'll bring in an hour like class of kids. We'll send them out. We'll bring in the new group of hours. So it's not a like, I'm staying at the studio for 4 hours. It's not that kind of open studio. Okay. We have like holiday, like craft stations. It's all instructor's choice. So who knows what wild things these guys will come up with to set up, but it's guaranteed to be a lot of fun. If you didn't finish your multimedia project, during the month of during the first 3 classes of December, because maybe you just worked a little bit longer at it. Maybe you missed a class. It's okay. We'll get it done during that open studio. So we'll have all of the watercolor supplies to finish the watercolor projects for multimedia students. We'll have those set for you, and we'll get those done so that we can send those home. Now, if you're gone this week and you're not able to make your multimedia class for the 4th class of December, you don't need to make this class up, because we won't have hot chocolate and stations for you to come and make up. This is kind of a one-time deal. The only reason you need to make up this class is if you didn't finish your project. So if you didn't finish your December project, we do want you to get that done. Makeups resume in January. So we don't have any makeups this week because we're kind of closed for the evenings, because it's our winter break too here for all of us who teach in the studio. It's our winter break as well. So I like to be able to give that to my people so that they also have some time with all of their kids that are off school. So we won't have makeups this week, but our makeups resume, and I have the dates, so I want to make sure I get them right. January 3rd for Liberty and January 5th for Platt, right? Because we do ours on Wednesdays and they do theirs on Fridays. So if you didn't finish your watercolor project and you're not going to be here this week, you can sign up for a makeup on the 3rd or the 5th and come in and get that done, even if you're not signed up for January classes. So if you're like, oh, we were only doing the fall semester, we're not signing up for the spring semester because of fill in the blank, doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter to me why. You don't have to justify it to me. People are busy. I get it. So if for any reason you are not signed up for next semester, but you haven't finished your December project, then you can still come in and make ups in January. It's okay. We want you to finish that project. So go ahead and sign up so that you can come in and get that wrapped up. Okay. If you have questions about that, let me know. The sign up for this week's Open Studios, the links are in the video that not in the video, not on the YouTube page, but in the email that we emailed out. And if you need those, let me know. They're also in the private Facebook group for our peoples. I don't publish those to the website because that just invites awkward conversations that Miss Allison has to have with people who sign up that are not enrolled in regular classes. And I don't like those conversations. So I only, we don't put those publicly. So if you need to sign up for an Open Studio, find those links in the cliff notes of this email video or under the links tab or in the private Facebook group. Creative Explorations. This is another 3-time-a-month class, so you don't have any classes this week. There's nothing you need to do this week. I hope you're enjoying your break. Our classes resume the 10th for Liberty, because we're a Friday class, or 10th for Flatwood, so that's a Wednesday. The 12th for Liberty, because that's a Friday. So we've got all the way until the 10th for Creative Explorations people. You've got a nice big long break. Our January curriculum explores acrylic, because that's the media focus for the month. Our concept of contrast and light and dark, so there'll be some dark play. And then there's also, I think the art history is abstract expressionisms. So de Kooning, Rothko, Kandinsky, kind of stuff. And let's talk about our drawing classes. So Drawing 101 and Drawing 102. I broke out Drawing 103 because they're a project-based class, so we're going to talk about them in just a second. Drawing 101 and Drawing 102. Again, no regular classes this week. I'm going to say that as many times as I can because I really don't want anyone to come to class in the evening because the doors will be locked, you guys. Nobody will be here. Don't come in the evenings. There's no regular classes this week. In order to get your 4th class, you'll come to those Open Studios that are tomorrow or Thursday between the hours of 11 and 3. It's an hour-long session. You do sign up for your session. Make sure you sign up because we're staffing according to those signups. Right now, I've got some hours that are 15, 16 kids, and then I've got some that are 3. So obviously a 15, 16, we'll have 3 instructors here, but a 3, we'll have 2. 2 is always our minimum that we try to have in the studio, having 2 deep leadership. So, but anyways, just so that we are staffed appropriately and prepped appropriately, if nobody is signed up for any hour, if nobody signs up for the 2 to 3 p.m. hour on Wednesday, then we will just lock the doors and go home. And then if you show up and we're not here, it's because nobody signed up. So make sure you sign up for that Open Studio so that we know that you're coming. There will be holiday stations. You can wear your PJs. We'll have hot cocoa to share. And so make sure you come to that for your Drawing in 101 and Drawing 102. If you miss this week's class, you don't have to make it up because we don't have any other time that we will set up stations and have PJs. So there's no way that you can make this one up. It's a one-time deal. There's no lesson that you will have missed. So there's no makeup for this class for my 102s and my 101s. Okay, guys? What else do I need to tell you? I'm sorry, I gotta check my notes. If you need to make up, so I put a note on here. If you need to make up, like not this week's class, but any of the previous Decembers, so maybe you missed the day that we drew ribbons, or you missed the day that we drew evergreen boughs, then you will do that starting in January because we don't have any makeups this week. So make sure you sign up to join us in January, starting January 3rd for Liberty and January 5th for Plattwoods is the first day of makeups. So make sure you can sign up for those, okay? 103s, I broke you guys out into your own little group because you are a project-based class. So you actually align up a little bit more with the multimedia kids. So I want to talk to you guys since you are project-based. There are no regular classes this week. So if you normally come on tonight, Tuesday nights, right, at 7:30 in Liberty for Miss Grace's Comic 103 class, don't come tonight because there is no class. The doors will be locked. If you normally come Thursdays in Plattwoods at 6, like at 6, what are they? Are they 6:30? They're a 7:30 class. Don't come, okay? There's no regular classes this week. We don't meet at our regular times. Instead, we're doing those open studios. So you can come tomorrow or Thursday from 11 to 3 is the window of time for those open studios. Wear your pajamas, explore our fun like holiday stations, drink hot cocoa. You can work on your project if you didn't finish it. Okay, so just a chill time in the studio for all of our 4 time a month classes. That's to get you your 4th time. Now, my 103 students, if you didn't finish your project last week, then we'll try to get it done during the open studio this week. If you can't come this week and you didn't finish your project, then we have makeup starting next week, January 3rd. Here in Liberty, or January 5th here over in Plattwoods. Okay, so no makeups this week, but next week there'll be makeups to finish up your project if you need to. If you did finish your project and you're not coming to class this week, you don't need to make up this week. The only reason you would need to make up anything is if you still need more time to work on that project. So similar to our multimedia students, we want to give you time in the studio with an instructor to finish your projects. So make sure that you sign up for those makeup times if you need that. If you are not joining us for January classes, you can still come in and do makeups in January. Okay, it's not like, well, you missed it. I mean, so it doesn't matter. And you don't have to feel bad or apologize that you're not in January classes or you're not taking classes next semester. Okay, people are busy. Life is crazy. And you can only do so much, right? So I don't need you to justify to me. If you want to tell me why, it's fine, but don't feel bad about not signing up for classes next semester. That's just how things go. All right, but we do want you to get what you signed up for this semester, right? And you paid to finish this project, so we want to make sure that you get that. So do sign up for those if you want to, and hopefully that's like the 5th time I've said that in this video. But if you're only watching this section, you don't know that. So hopefully that was clear as mud. If not, let me know so I can do a better job of explaining it for you, okay? The biggest thing is don't come to class in the evening, okay? This week, don't come because doors will be locked. We will not be here, okay? Holiday schedule. You ready? This is how this works. We are closed today, both studios. Doors are locked. I'm here, but the door's locked because I'm live on YouTube. So doors are locked this week. Today, I'm going to go check in on the Plattwood studio here in a little bit and just make sure the building is good, and you just never know. So, and check the voicemails and all that stuff. I already cleared the inbox for emails. So even when it says closed, you guys, I'm still like checking emails, and I'll be in the studio to return voicemails. Every now and then, you guys, I turn just right and I feel like my greenish blue eyes, like they hit the green screen and it's really distracting to me. That's not a problem I normally have. It's either, yeah, it is. It's a green screen. It's either that or it's my glasses, but I don't think that's it. That's wild. All right. Sorry, distracted. No regular classes. I gotta like turn so that doesn't happen. No regular classes on the 27th, but we will be open from 11 to 3 for those open studios. That is not like we come at 11 and we leave at 3. That's not what it is. Make sure that you're signing up for your time. You're going to come for a period of time within that 11 to 3 o'clock window for your fourth class. So again, that's just your drawing and your multimedia students because those are our 4 time a month classes. So come and sign up for those, wear your PJs, get comfy. Same thing for the Thursday people. So that's Wednesday and Thursday. Again, no makeups on Wednesday in Liberty, no makeups on Friday in Flatwoods. That's the 29th. We'll be closed that day as well. No other classes. I will check voicemails. I will check emails. I'll be in the studios those days, but we won't be open. The 30th, we are closed, much to a lot of people's disappointment because they wanted birthday parties that day. But we are closed. That is our staff day. So that's when we celebrate together. So you can watch the behind the scenes of our Christmas shenanigans that are going to be happening that day. And then we're closed on New Year's Eve. You guys, one year we did try to do a New Year's Eve thing. I'm not going to say it bombed because the people that came had a great time. But it wasn't a lot of people. So we've never done it again. Maybe we'll try it some other time. All right. And then where's it say? Regular studio schedule resumes Thursday, January 4th. That's a terrible job on the PowerPoint now. Okay. Thursday, January 4th is when the regular studio schedule resumes. That doesn't mean that my preschool or my creative explorations people have classes though. So please check your calendar. Because even though we are resuming our regular work schedule and our regular studio schedule, that doesn't mean that you have classes if you're a 3 time a month. All of my drawing and multimedia students, you guys like, yeah, time to come back because we got to get you your 4 classes in. But my other people, make sure you check your schedule, okay? And we'll talk more about that because I do this video every week. A little bit of housekeeping. Move over. My goodness, I didn't do a good job of laying out my PowerPoint today in order to leave room for me. If you're coming to the open studios and you need an alternative to like just standard hot chocolate mix, I couldn't even tell you what brand it is because we have multiples. But just, you know, the hot chocolate mix that you stir into water. Like if you need an alternative to that and mini marshmallows for any reason, let me know so that I can get it for you. And then enrollment deadlines. All right, if you are joining us next semester, you need to get signed up because it does not roll over. So make sure you're signed up for your next semester class. The enrollment period for Studio Club will end before I take everything off the website. So that semester option, that one that gives you the half-price birthday party and the discount on the spring camps and the discount on the spring holiday events and the early summer registration. That one and the 15% discount on tuition. That one ends on the 31st. So make sure that you're signed up before Sunday night because after that, it disappears off the website and then your only option will be monthly tuition, which is still awesome. I will leave enrollment up for as long as possible on the website. But the Studio Club one will go away. So it'll probably stay up at least through the 3rd. And then I'll start pulling registrations off. Hang on. There it is. All right. Also, special event calendar for 2024 is posted. I'll link it in our email so that you can take a look at that. But there are spring break camps. There are, I think they're mini camps. They're not like day-long camps. They're mini camps. There's thank Allison. Mother's Day, Easter, and we started a Valentine's one. So we'll see how the Valentine's is new for us. It's a special event for Valentine's Day on the Saturday before Valentine's Day. And then just some information about summer. So our first summer sneak peek, kind of peek into summer, will go live on the 5th, which is a Monday. The entire catalog, and we'll do like a little bit of a snippet every day. So the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th. All the way through that week. Those will be on social media. We'll have a place for you to sign up if you want to get them under your inbox, but otherwise they'll just be posted to social media. And then the entire catalog launches on the 12th. So you'll get to look at everything we have planned for summer on January 12th. Registration does not start until March 15th, unless you are a studio club member, and then you get to register early. So you will register starting March 1st. So you get early access. So if anyone's ever wondered how in the world you get a spot in Glitterfest, it's our studio club members. All right, and that's it. That's everything. So if you guys need anything from me, I will be in and out of the studio most of the week. I am working. I will check voicemails. I will clear inboxes. We're doing goal setting, and we're doing summer planning and like whole year planning, big picture stuff that's happening in the studio. So lots going on. If you call, you may not be able to catch me because, like I said, I'm going to bounce between the two studios. I'll probably also do some work at coffee shops or at my house because that's where my family will be. So, or at coffee shops because my family will be home. Who knows? Who knows? But I hope you guys have a wonderful and restful week. Again, remember, no regular classes this week. Don't come at your regular class time. The doors will be locked. Sign up for your open studios. Have a wonderful one, you guys. I'll talk to you next week.